Every drink has a story. Every shift has a moment that sticks with you. Good, bad, or completely insane, behind the laughter, the chaos, and the clinking of the glasses, that's where the real stories live. This is Bartender Bangers, where we pour out the truth straight. No chaser. What's up, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of Bartender Bangers. I'm your host, Mark the Shark, a.k.a. Schmark, and this week we are at my house on my deck, and we're hanging out with one of my coworkers, the beautiful Miss Angel Moon. Angel Moon, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. It's going to be a lot of fun. Angel's got a lot of experience in the industry, and she's going to share some fun stuff with us today. We get every episode started out. You kind of give your credentials. So how did you get started in the industry, and what places have you worked leading to where you're at now?
I started at J.J. Cooper's in Long Beach, but I never actually bartended there. I just did literally any other position that you could think of.
I feel like that's how everybody gets into the industry.
I was hosting, busing, food writing, expo, everything else. And then when I turned 18, I was like, I can't do this anymore. And then I worked at a college bar in Hempstead called Mulligan's.
Yeah.
I worked at Chili's, Texas Roadhouse, The Villager in Farmingdale, Rugas and Patchogue, Great South Band Ronkonkoma. Probably more that I can't even think of. And obviously now I'm at McGrath. So, yeah.
Damn, so you really all aspects. And you do some other stuff, because you tell me you're in the industry in other ways. You work at the Central Park?
I work for a merchandise company. So we kind of work in different spots. So it'll be like Central Park or like a concert venue or a pop-up shop in the city. And it's not bartending, but
It's still, you're in the service industry. I'm sure working merch, you probably get just as many crazy customers making weird requests or just pissed off that things are so expensive.
Yeah, all the time.
Right. So now you're at McGrath. Your first job, you said, was in Long Beach,
Yeah.
J.J. Cooper's?
Mm-hmm.
And how long did you work there for?
I think 3 or 4 years.
And when did you start bartending? At what place?
I started bartending at the college bar. Literally just making vodka sodas, not doing anything important as expected. And then it shut down, so.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That was around for a while, though, right, Mulligan?
Well, I think every time they close down, they just reopen it with a different name so they can keep it going. I think it was McKeeb's or something, and now it's PG-10 or something. I don't know.
PG-10.
Yeah.
Sounds like a place I would not want to hang out at.
Yeah, me neither.
And then what brought you into Farmingdale?
I actually moved to Farmingdale, when I was still at J.J. Cooper's. So it kind of worked out that I had stopped working there because I first worked at actually 317 for a brief amount of time, and it's just so close to where I live now. So it's a lot more convenient than working in Long Beach, even though I loved working there.
And then if you were to look back at yourself getting started in the industry, a rookie Angel Moon, what are you looking back and telling yourself to either do or not do?
I know I've had a lot of jobs, but I would even say to just keep looking, because I think a reason I kept switching between places or staying at places for too long is because the money wasn't right, or the environment wasn't right for me, and sometimes I would stick it out a little too long, and it just caused me more harm than good. So probably to just keep looking and find the right place, and honestly to stop serving sooner. I kept taking jobs where they're oh, we can have you bartend and serve, and I didn't want to serve anyway, so I was miserable. So probably to just look for the right place for a little bit longer.
You think at every place that bartenders make more than servers?
No.
Because some places, I feel high-end places, steakhouses, servers are making...
Oh my God, yeah. At Chili's and Texas Roadhouse even, funny enough, I was making way more money serving.
Okay.
It almost I started at Chili's as a bartender, and I was at this point, it's not even worth it to take bartending shifts. It was just way less than the servers.
And Chili's has so many deals, right?
Yeah.
So you can't even run up a nice bar tab. It's look for good tips.
You can't do buybacks.
Yeah.
Which is huge because people will tip more.
For sure.
So it's just not worth it.
Yeah, I feel like buybacks bring people in, but like when the company's running it, like doing a 2-for-1, people don't feel like you're giving it to them.
Yeah.
So they don't even tip you
They don't
extra,
feel
even
like
if
they
they're
owe
getting
you.
the same amount. Like,
Yeah.
oh, it's coming from Chili's, not from you.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
bullshit. And then, or if you could give somebody in the industry starting right now advice, something that you see people making a mistake on. Because like your mistake was staying at places a little too long sometimes.
Yeah. It's a hard question.
Like I see kids now like sometimes getting too drunk behind the bar.
Oh my God, that's a big one.
Yeah.
I've seen like a lot of people get fired for that exact thing. Like getting literally not that long ago, I saw someone I worked with get dragged out of the bar because they were going through a breakup and they like were passed out drunk. We had to cover for them. Obviously that didn't end up working, but
Right.
yeah, that's like a big one, especially working in college bars. I've seen that happen so often. It's the end of the night, you're counting money and like half the staff is like passed out. So like, yeah, definitely not getting too drunk behind the bar.
There's like there's like a million things that you see like
Yeah.
the new generation doing. Sitting on your phones too much.
Yeah.
Like we're
I'm a
all
big
on our
culprit of
phones, so like it's like to not look at your phone would be
Yeah.
impossible. But like, I feel like sitting on your phone for so long, people.
Yeah, I feel like with that said too, like being able to take criticism, because I think I've had a really hard time with that when I was learning, and even something like that would have annoyed me so much if you said that to me a couple years ago, like
Yeah.
whatever on my phone, who cares? But like just like being able to learn from your mistakes is like really hard, especially when you're younger and like you don't want to hear it from this one or that one, but you really kind of have to.
Yeah, that's the way to learn. Like,
Yeah.
in this industry, in life in general, like you have to be able to take criticism.
Yeah.
Nobody's perfect. I mess up all the time at work. You know, like
Yeah.
I call the wrong bingo numbers. I just don't tell people I do it. You know? I just keep playing it off.
So it is rigged. I
Yeah.
know it.
Not the money rounds.
You'd hope
What's
not.
like you've seen some people get fired. You've had to have been fired from one of those spots. What is the craziest thing you've been fired for?
I feel like I can't really think of something crazy, but like when I was at Chili's, they fired me. I remember the day so vividly. My coworkers came in to eat and they got chips and guac, and I didn't ring it in, and I didn't ring in their sodas either, because why would you? And my boss like called me over on the like walkie-talkie and was like, can you come to table 61? And I was like, ugh, I literally, I looked at them and I was like, he's gonna fire me. And he did. I honestly like was joking. I didn't expect it. He was like, that's stealing from the company. And I was like, just say the real reason.
Yeah.
Like there was a lot of drama at that place, and I think that that was the reason. He was just kind of over all of the nonsense that was going on. But it was like, you're gonna fire me over $6 chips and guac. I was crying. I was like, I'll pay for it, please. But like, it was for the best. I was done in corporate anyway, so
Yeah, for sure. No, and that's like crazy. Like a huge corporate company.
yeah.
I know like you can't give away stuff, but having your friends come,
People that work there, nonetheless.
it just in general, like you got to be able to take care of your friends a little bit. That's what your friends are coming to visit you for. You're not giving away the bar, but
Yeah.
that's understandable. You know, chips and guac.
And refills are free, so who cares if I'm charging for the sodas or not?
Yeah.
Like,
And I don't charge people for sodas a lot anyway,
No.
as customers. I feel like that's almost like a gimme. Like if you come in and you just order a soda, I might charge you.
yeah.
But if you get a meal, if you get anything,
It's like, what's the
charge you.
point?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like, especially working in places now that aren't corporate, where it's not like you have people watching you like a hawk, checking everything you're ringing in. Who cares about like a $2 soda? It doesn't matter.
For sure.
But you're right. If it's the only thing they're getting, that's a little bit different.
Yeah. And like but you have to have that like leniency with where you're working, because they got to be able to trust you that like she can do a buyback. She can make that judgment call that's going to make people happy, bring them back.
Exactly.
You know, you want regulars. You want
Yeah.
people, you know, regulars bring in more regulars. And with fired, what's the craziest thing you've ever seen somebody else get fired for?
I really like don't even besides what I just said about that kid getting dragged out, like I really couldn't even think. It's more crazy to see the things people don't get fired for in this industry, honestly. Like I've seen people like do lines like out in the open on camera. I've literally, when I was 16, one of the bartenders offered me acid like during shift in front of our manager. So I think it's like crazier to see the stuff that people can get away with and not get fired for.
That's so true.
Yeah.
This industry is wild behind the scenes. There's a lot of stuff that doesn't get talked about.
So true.
And that we don't even talk about on this show, right? We're peeling back the onions, but
Literally.
the layers of the onion, but we're not peeling to the center of the onion.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that goes on in the bars, drug-wise, sexual-wise, you know, like all that stuff. And you always got to make sure to like stay strong on who you are.
Yeah.
Because I know like we've talked about, like you said to me once, like you've never tried cocaine.
No.
And being in the industry and working in a lot of places like you have, it's a great thing. You know, like a lot of people do get, you know, peer pressured into trying shit like that, and takes them down a bad hole.
It's definitely been there a lot.
Right. Yeah, I'm
It's
sure you've
crazy.
seen it. I'm sure you've been offered it, but
all the time.
you have the strength to say no. And that's a really important part in this industry too, is knowing how to navigate and not go into those dark holes, and like, because a lot of people go and they don't come back from that.
So
you know, they
true.
get into the drugs and that's it. So you've worked like a bunch of different kinds of bars. You've worked higher end bars, corporate bars, more pub style bars. What would be your favorite kind to work?
Honestly, I do love like working at McGrath's or like the Villager. Like those have been my favorite experiences, probably bartending. It's just so chill, and like being on a main strip too. Like you can't really beat that because it's gonna be busy no matter what. It's one of those things where like there's gonna be regulars, but there's always gonna be people that are coming down because it's on a main street.
Yep.
But yeah, I like the fact that it's a little bit casual. You don't have to put on too much of an act where you would have to do exactly that in a high-end place or a corporate place.
For sure. What do you think, like the difference in customers that it brings in too?
Like between something like this and like a high-end place?
Yeah.
I think people are a lot less entitled, and they kind of like know what they're getting into a little bit more. Like they're not looking for the best service in the world. They're more looking for like a connection and like being able to have someone to talk to.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I feel like when you're at a nicer place, you expect like the fanciest drink and you want the food to be able to be like on your Instagram story and stuff like that.
Yeah, like they come into a more chill place. They want to have fun.
Yeah.
They want to eat good food. It doesn't have to be picture perfect food.
Yeah.
And what about the pace of bartending? Like, do you think it's quicker at like a pub style place like McGrath's or at like a higher end cocktail bar?
I guess it depends on like the night, because I feel like on a Friday night when it's more like divey and like people are just coming up to you left and right and there's a DJ and something like that, like that's really busy. But then like on Wednesdays when we work, it's a little more chill and relaxed. But then if you work in somewhere that's more high end, you could be standing at service all night just like banging out cocktails, and it's nonstop and you blink and the night's over. But then in a place like that, like on a Monday, it's really slow. So it's like hard to say for sure what's busier. I prefer, honestly, like the vodka soda, just next person, but
Same. That's how I bartend.
Yeah.
Sandbar, that's what it is. We're not doing nice
7 ingredient drinks.
No, and drinks.
Yeah.
So I call them like Jack and Coke,
Yeah.
vodka and soda.
Yeah.
So both you need to have a personality, right? Because which do you think requires you to have more of a personality, the higher end or the pub style?
I feel like the pub style, because like you can put on an act and be like a type of character in a high-end place. And like when I think of that, I think of someone really professional and they kind of have a wall up to their actual personality, where it's like you can't really do that in a pub style place. Like you really do have to be yourself, and people have to, but like they have to kind of like you for you. And I don't really think there's like a character you can put on in a place like that. It's so chill and like people, like I said, people want to form an actual connection with the
Yeah.
bartender and have a real conversation. Whereas like in high end, you don't really need to make conversation. You just need to provide good service.
Right. Yeah, like at like McGrath's, like they could see right through if you're trying to put on a character.
Yeah.
They know like.
And I
those
can't
kind
do
of
that
people.
anyway.
Yeah, you don't. It's too much work.
It's too much work.
Yeah.
I wear my emotions on my face, so I really like I'm not good for high end at all.
We know that. Yeah. We know that, Moon. But she's usually smiley and happy and a pleasure.
Yeah, but the RBF is there.
Sometimes when I come in, I'm like, well, I don't know. I never think you're a bitch. I always just think like something's wrong.
I know, you're like, what's wrong? I'm like, nothing's wrong. But I do appreciate that because 9 times out of 10, people do just think I'm a bitch.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I was like scared of you or I thought you were mean. And I'm like, yeah.
No, you look more like you're like concerned or something. Like you're in your head.
Worried.
Yeah. You get a lot of like fun customers throughout your places you've worked. What's a drink that somebody can order that tells you they're going to be a troublemaker as a customer?
I feel like anything neat and then they also say make it strong.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
for sure.
okay. I'm really worried about you. What's next? And those people always end up causing some type of issue. I had someone like that come into the Villager. They ordered Don Julio neat, and he was like, make it strong. And I was like, oh, God. And then an hour later, I got a text from the bartenders at Dark Horse, and there was an ambulance waiting for him. So, yeah.
Too much alcohol, or like did he fall and get hurt?
I think there was too much alcohol, and he was trying to start a problem with one of the bartenders, and then he did also fall. There was a video of that. So it's just like, I knew from the start. I was like, damn, I shouldn't. I was like, was it the guy with the glasses? They were like, yeah. I was like, I knew I shouldn't have served him.
Neat and strong.
Yeah.
It already is. You know?
Literally.
Yeah. What about a drink that someone can come in and order that you respect?
I don't know. Maybe like if you asked me a couple years ago, I would have had an answer to this, but now I don't. Like, I just don't respect anyone. No, all jokes aside, like, I feel like...
Or just even like someone that like knows what they want. You know, like if someone just comes in, it doesn't have to be a specific drink. What kind of customer gains your respect?
I feel like people like quick and straight to the point.
Yeah.
I think... Because I feel like there are different types of drinks that might be considered respectable, but then the person ordering it ends up not being respectable.
Well, for sure.
So I feel like I couldn't pinpoint that. But I feel like, yeah, just knowing exactly what you want and not being like, like, okay, I have things to do. Let's like make this quick.
Right.
So direct people. I love that.
What about some customer pet peeves? Stuff that you've experienced at all bars. All bartenders know this.
Yeah. String ordering.
Oh,
I'll take
yeah.
a green tea shot. Okay. I'll take another green tea shot. Okay. The worst is when they have like a massive order and then they order the Guinness at the end. Like I could have started that first, especially when it's something shaken.
Yeah.
Okay. Just order all the espresso martinis at once, please. Like,
I'm glad you brought it up.
yeah.
So we have this espresso martini in a bottle that we have to try. It is by this company, Xtini, and they say this is the best espresso martini pre-made that you can get. I've never tried it before. You've never tried it before. We're going to give this a fresh crack. Hear that? There's a fresh bottle. We're going to shake it up, and we're going to try it. And we're going to give you guys a review and see if this is going to change the game for the bartenders. Because if this is good, and we don't have to make the espresso martini
Life would
anymore,
be a lot easier.
that's going to be crazy. They say to shake it extra good if you want it foamy. I think we like foam, right?
Yeah.
They also say you can mix it with a lot of different stuff. You can kind of play with it. How do the guy bartenders shake it? Good day to wear white. Oh, yeah. Don't make fun of my shake. All right. It's good looking. Moon on the catch. Perfect, Moon. All right, let's try these things out. They look good, honestly. Like,
does look good.
for a pre-made.
Do you like
I
it?
fuck with it. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it too.
I actually like it a lot more than I thought I was.
Yeah, me too.
I was gonna try to be nice, because they did send it to me to try. So I was gonna try to be nice, but
good.
honestly, like, I would give this like a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, I was gonna say 8.
The espresso, it's like real.
Yeah,
You can like that's not.
it
some,
does. It tastes like actual coffee. That's kind of crazy.
Xtini is onto something right here.
Is it made with real espresso? I mean, it has to be, right?
I don't know. That is delicious.
No, it's actually really good.
Yeah, that might change the game. Because I would feel fine to serve that.
Yeah, me too. And who would know? You wouldn't know.
Yeah, I don't want to say what company, but we had a company. It was a canned espresso martini.
Oh yeah, we had those at Chili's.
And honestly, I started telling people don't order them. Because it was so terrible. Everyone that we would serve would get sent right back.
Really?
Yeah, it was horrendous. So I really wasn't expecting much out of this. But Xtini, you guys are onto something. Cheers. Thank you. We're going to keep trying it in different ways. But this is delicious. You
Yeah.
guys hit this one on the head.
Really good.
So continuing along, customer pet peeves, stuff that they can do that can just get under your skin. String ordering is a great one. There's like a million of them. You tapping the credit card, charging the vape. I don't know.
Oh my God, I hate that. Honestly, like, this might be a little annoying of me to say, but I hate when people ask me to charge their phones when it's like really busy.
I do too.
I don't want to charge your phone.
No.
I'm so sorry.
I tell people like, oh, our charger just got stolen. I have it tucked behind the register. Like I'm outing myself right now, but you know, they always go missing back here. So sorry.
Stolen.
Yeah, somebody stole the charger. I lent it but yeah, I hate charging the phones. Like,
Yeah.
be responsible. If people have their own charger and I'm not busy,
Yeah,
I'll
not
plug it
busy
in
is
for
so
'em.
different.
But we also have plugs around the bar. I'll say, oh, there's one over there. You can
Yeah.
go plug it and watch yourself. Because
Yeah.
I did like a couple years ago, I had somebody's phone charging and it fell. Like I knocked it off and it cracked the screen. The person was really nice about it.
It's good.
They were like, oh, I have insurance. Don't worry. It's all
Yeah.
good. But that could have went like really south. Like I was like,
Yeah.
if this person wasn't a nice person,
Then you're responsible.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm not responsible. You asked me to charge your phone.
Yeah, literally.
I'm not taking responsibility for that.
Sorry.
Yeah. Does she need to do it down? Because that's the money maker.
No, she's actually not going to cover it.
That face of hers.
Okay.
No, it's actually it's good. It's
Amazing.
This is all angled. Like she's not leaning into it too much.
Okay.
So it's good.
The star of Netflix hottest show, Sirens, right here.
I get that a lot.
Yeah. I was going to tell my girl before you came over today, but I had already told her in the past that you look like that.
Yeah.
I was going to say, like, I should say, like, I got the actress to come on the show. And she would have believed it. She's pretty gullible. Any more pet peeves that you could think of that you want to hit on? Or?
I think yelling my name, I don't like that.
Oh, yeah.
I really don't like that. And like when I was serving and in corporate places, obviously you have to tell people your name. Sometimes I like just won't now. But because once you do that, I think they feel like, not everybody, but they'll feel like they're your friend. And they go, like, Angel, hey, over here. And I'm like, okay, let's not. And then now everyone's doing that. And we
Yep.
have a big problem. I'll get to you.
Or that customer that yells for somebody else.
Oh my God, yeah.
Angel, can you help them?
All right. I know how to do my job.
Yeah.
Thanks.
When I get to them, I'll get to them. Have them yell at me themselves.
Yeah,
like, I don't
exactly.
just shut up. I
The
hate that
worst.
shit. Yeah. And through those customers, you learn a lot. What is some things that bartending has taught you that translates into life, like outside of bartending?
I think honestly, just talking to people in general. I used to be, when I started my first restaurant job, super antisocial and shy and like not able to hold a conversation for more than 10 seconds. As a host, I'd like pick up the phone and my boss would come over and be like, speak up, use your words. And now I feel like I could just talk for hours. And I think that's the most valuable thing I've learned from bartending and serving and every position I've had, just how to have a good conversation and making connections and networking and stuff has been huge.
Yeah, I think that's like one of the most underrated things about bartending is the connections and the network you can make, because you have somebody who's coming in that works at a tire shop, and the guy sitting next to him could be, you know, a doctor, and then the next guy sitting next to him is working, running the merch booth at a cool concert. Like, you know, anybody you kind of need in life, like you almost meet at the bar.
Yeah.
Could bring you into other careers. You know,
The free things I've gotten from bartending. I got my car fixed for free once. I've gotten, you know, different like beauty appointments for free just because you're like hooking someone up. You never know who you're talking to and where it can lead.
Yeah. And people appreciate the good service. Even if you're not hooking them up so much, hooking them up with good service is a hookup. And like they get excited at that. They want to now take care of you too. Like, yeah, I love it. I don't want to, you know, out some people, but we definitely hook each other up through Fire Island, ways of travel over there, you know, the lifeguards over there. Everybody kind of looks out for each other, and like it is that nice community that you build. And regulars, have you developed any like friendships with regulars outside of the bar?
Yeah. Honestly, on that note, like one of my closest friends right now has gotten me really good opportunities in merch. And he was a regular at a bar I worked at. And like literally I just had a great week because of this person in my career. And like that's so crazy to think about. And we hang out all the time. We go to the gym together. And, you know, it's like I said, it's crazy where these things will lead you.
And he started out as a regular.
Yeah. For someone else. Also, and now he comes to McGrath. So,
yeah, that's like the beauty of it, though. Like the personalities that match up, just they kind of find each other and meet up. And being behind the bar, like starting off and everything, how long did it take you to get comfortable behind the bar?
Longer than I think I thought, because when I was at Chili's, I became the bartender trainer in like a month or two. And I was like, I'm the best bartender in the world. And I was like super full of myself for sure. But it wasn't, I think, until like a year ago that I could say confidently, I think I'm like a really good bartender now. And I can confidently like create regulars and make good drinks. But that took like 4-5 years, you know, but like in the moment at a place like that, it was really easy to be like, I'm so much better than everybody. Even though that definitely wasn't true. I was just the only bartender that worked there.
Yeah, I like that's like so. Again, another thing like I feel like in life is just like people. You think you know the most until you grow in anything, and the more you grow, the more you realize the less you know. You know, like. And in bartending, it's the same thing. The further along you get, you look back at your younger self who knew everything. Yeah. You're like, shit. Like, what was the first drink that you ever learned to make? Like the first, not vodka soda, the first actual cocktail.
A Moscow Mule. And it was when I was underage at JJ Cooper's. And I would like go up to the bartenders when we were working parties together because I was like a bus girl. And I'd be like, teach me how to make something. We don't have to tell anybody. And there was this one party that I was working that and essentially it kind of is just a vodka soda, but like it was the first real drink I left that soda. Place knowing.
I mean, a ginger vodka ginger. Yeah, but I mean, that is a cocktail. Yeah. It's on the menus and stuff. I'll give it to you. What's like the first difficult cocktail you like shaken or stirred or whatever, multi-ingredient.
Probably anything from Chili's, honestly. Maybe with that said, a margarita, because that was like the main thing that we were serving over there. Because like before that, all my experience was fake. That's how I started working there. So that was my first time learning how to make drinks.
Everybody.
Everyone ever.
You jump back there.
Yeah.
Fake it till you make it.
100%.
And with customers, how do you deal with customers now that do expect perfection?
I feel like I just keep it real. Like, you're not going to get that.
Yeah.
Like, especially with the places I've worked, I'm not working in a place where that's the experience we're looking to provide. I'm not saying it's not supposed to be good or great by any means, but just like something of a high-end place where that is what's expected. Like, you're not going to get that at like a casual bar. Like, I'm not going to treat you badly, but like, I'm just going to keep it real. Like,
maybe this isn't the place for you. You know, I'm not going to say that, but you'll feel that. Yeah. I'm big at like, I could never like be upstanding and like, I'm going to curse with my customers and like, yo, what the fuck is going on? You know,
and people
like,
do love that.
For sure. I think it's more realistic. Like, you know, some people are going out looking for that. But if you are looking for like that high end, you know, professionalism, then go to those places.
Yeah.
You know, like you can go to a dive bar, you can go to like a nice pub. Like, I wouldn't consider McGrath's a dive bar at all. You know, it's more high end than that, but it's not a steakhouse. It's a comfortable place to hang, have fun. How do you deal with it when guests send drinks back? Are you offended by that?
I think I used to be, but it made me realize like what I was doing wrong, and I actually like really appreciate it now because I feel like I'm able to, like, I like to make drinks, I really do, and so now I can know going into making a drink for somebody like what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, and like one thing I used to get sent back all the time, ironically, was margaritas, despite working at Chili's, but like it made me realize like what people liked about it and what people didn't. So it was just like a growing experience. But I definitely was a little bit offended for a while.
Yeah, I see that. What were you doing wrong with your margaritas? Or
Way
what did you
too
change?
much lime juice.
Too much lime juice.
Yeah. I honestly had no idea what I was doing. We batched a lot of it at Chili's. So when I like started working at other places, I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like we had pre-made sour mix, kegs of margaritas. So when I had to actually make one, I was just like guessing. And I guess I could have just looked it up, but like I was putting so much lime juice. It was like really bad.
Yeah. I think maybe that's how they mask it at Chili's.
Yeah.
Just a ton of lime juice. And so like at a lot of these bars, I guess like going bar to bar, you have to memorize a lot of different cocktail menus. Because you have like your standard, your old fashioned, your margarita, things that just you make at every bar. But then like bars have their specials. How do you go about memorizing all those? Or like, does it get complicated?
No, I think you just have to be in it for like a month or two.
Yeah.
And then it's just like muscle
Comes
memory.
natural. Yeah.
Especially at a place like the Villager. Oh my God. It's like 8 cocktails that all have 7 ingredients. And to anybody, I would see why that's like super intimidating. But I feel like it's one of those things where once you're doing it over and over again, it's just muscle memory. How could you forget?
Yeah. Going back to shifts a little bit. Would you prefer to work weekday or weekend shifts?
I think for where I'm at in life now, weekday, it's a little more chill. And then I can also, you know, either have the weekend off or work at my other job. But I like to be able to go out and like enjoy my life now. And I think for so long I was working like my exact schedule was like Wednesday to Sunday. And I just never saw the light of day on a weekend unless I was going out after a shift. And so now it's like I really enjoy working weekdays because then I can have the weekend off.
Yep. And you can make the weekdays like a great shift. Some people think like because it's slower, but usually there's less bartenders on, so you're not splitting as much. So it does work out pretty
Yeah.
evenly. If you have the personality and you can bring in regulars, and if you have an amazing bingo host that does Wednesdays, you
And
know,
a group of frat boys.
yeah, a group of
that
frat
come every
boys
week.
and rocket scientists that come in.
Yeah.
Shout out Bill and Matt. And so then, would you prefer working day shifts or night shifts?
I honestly would never work a day shift in my life again if you asked me to. It's just the worst thing in the world.
And I'm like only a day shift kind of
Really?
person. Yeah.
Why?
I hate closing. I hate cleaning.
Really?
Yeah, I love like the changeover. There's another bartender that comes in. I zip right out. I do my counting. I like setting up in the
Oh
morning.
my God, I hate setting up.
I like slowly easing into my shift.
Huh.
Like I know some people say like, I want to come in and just get rocked. Like
Me
just
too, yeah.
just keep it moving. The shift goes by quick. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Just
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I think it's like, yeah, I hate pulling down chairs. I hate setting things up. Like those little things you do in the morning are so annoying. I'd rather clean. I'd rather restock the fridges and take out the garbage. I don't know. Like those things are easier to me.
yeah. I'd rather pull the chairs down than put them up. It's like too much effort. Cleaning the bathrooms. You ever clean the bathrooms?
Yeah, one place. That was awful.
Who has the nastier bathrooms, men or women?
Sometimes I'm shocked at how dirty women's bathrooms are. Like it's really insane.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just like a drunk thing and they're just in there like, yay, let's go. Let me put on my lip liner and fuck this bathroom. Like,
Yeah.
Or what it is. But like it really, women's bathrooms are nasty.
Crazy. I never knew that until I started working in the bars.
Yeah.
And I always was like, oh, the men's is just nasty. Right?
Yeah.
Guys pee everywhere. And like, you
Yeah.
know, but women, like, there's
know what
way
we're
more
doing.
than pee. And it's just like, toilets are broken, shit's ripped off the wall. Like, you're like, how did you accomplish this?
Yeah.
And it's almost impressive.
It really is.
But yeah, like I think 90% of guests say the women's bathroom
It's crazy.
is the nastiest.
Yeah.
What's the grossest thing you've ever found? Or it doesn't have to be gross. What's like the weirdest thing at night when cleaning up? It doesn't have to be in the bathroom, just in general.
I think you just find literally everything. Like drugs for sure. How'd you lose all that?
Yeah.
It's probably pretty expensive.
Drugs and money is like the most common.
So much of it.
But then there's just like the weird stuff. Like
What have you
guests have
found?
said diaries, dildos. What did Billy say? A retainer.
Oh my God. No, I've never found anything like that. That's insane.
Yeah, just like, how do you forget that?
Yeah.
And then like when I post those clips online, one guy wrote in the comments, he forgot his prosthetic leg at a bar once. And I guess his buddy was
manage that?
bartending and then like brought it to his house the next morning. Like, I think you forgot this. Like,
That's insane.
how did you forget the other half of your leg?
No, I can't even imagine that.
Yeah. Nothing.
Not for me, no.
Wedding rings, lipstick.
So many
stupid shit.
lipsticks.
Yeah. All that little makeup and
Yeah. Purses.
purses.
Yeah. All the time. I've definitely gotten to take a few home.
Yeah. They never
leave
come
it
back
for a
and
couple
claim them.
weeks.
Yeah.
It's like, it's mine now.
I think that's fair. I think like you leave it in the lost and found for, a month, 2 months, and nobody comes back for
Yeah.
it. I'm not charging your credit cards, but
I'll throw those out
we
for
have
you.
that rule like end of the summer, we close up for the winter.
Yeah.
Everything either goes in the garbage or like if there's some sunglasses in there that I like, I'm taking them.
I got a pair of Ray-Bans.
Yeah.
I didn't buy them.
Hell yeah. I got a pair of Gucci's once,
Nice.
like 3 or 4 years ago. But yeah, we always leave the stuff in the lost and found. But if you're not coming back to claim it,
Yeah.
somebody's got to take it. Going into some customer habits that stand out, right? Like, I'm going to ask you some things. You just tell me if it bothers you or if it doesn't and why or why not. So, customers reaching in to the garnish tray, to your fruit tray.
Yeah, I don't care.
You don't care.
Just go ahead. I don't have time.
So this probably won't bother you either. Grabbing the straws or the napkins themselves.
Yeah, go
All
ahead.
good.
I mean, the only time that would annoy me is if we're making a mess. Like you're taking napkins and just like throwing them everywhere. But
Oh yeah.
go ahead, take it.
That's big at Sandbar.
Yeah.
All of our customers grab them and throw them everywhere. That doesn't bother me because it's like a thing there.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, the fruit tray definitely. Don't touch my fruit. I don't know.
The only circumstance where I guess it would annoy me is I guess if someone else sees that, they're gonna be like, well, now I don't want a lime because this dirty man over here is putting
Right.
his hands in it. Like,
And I feel like that for myself. Like
Yeah.
that man just put his fingers in the lemons. Now, what if I want to use a lemon?
yeah,
I don't want
that's
to
true.
use that nasty. Like, a guy could have just went and peed and not wash his hands.
Now I'm annoyed.
Yeah. All of a sudden, it's gonna start bothering you. How about the customer that's waving money?
It's hard because it's like you are ready, which I do appreciate. And it's
Yeah.
like someone else might be like reaching out of their wallet, and that takes an extra 10 minutes. But it is rude. Like, have some patience.
Or what about the customer that's waving the credit card?
Yeah, that's annoying.
At least let it be money.
Yeah.
See, the cash is more attractive. Somebody who's snapping their fingers.
So rude. Am I like your pet? No. You could wait longer.
I can't stand that shit. Somebody who says, surprise me.
I love that.
Yeah,
I know that's such a hot take.
Well, no, it's a good one. Like, it is a hot take because there's so many different opinions on that. You love it. What are you making for that
I
person?
will like ask for a type of liquor and a flavor that they like.
Okay.
And go off of that. A pure surprise me, we're not doing that. Here's a Sun Cruiser. But like,
Yeah.
I definitely want like an idea of where you're gonna go, because God forbid I make something with whiskey and you're like, I'm a vodka. Okay, well,
Yeah.
now we're done. I tried, you know? But like, I do love making people different types of drinks. So
So you go through what kind of alcohol do you like, the base,
Yeah.
and then like flavor wise, you want fruity, more sour, strong.
yeah.
And then if somebody does say, just surprise me, and you have to make them something, make me something strong that tastes good and it's sweet but not too sweet.
Vodka lemonade.
Yeah. I usually just say, here's a Jack and Coke. Like,
Yeah.
it's a standard drink that I feel like most people don't like. Jack and Coke.
Yeah.
But like, you can't like deny that it's a drink. Like,
Yeah. That's why I do, honestly, like if they're like, literally just surprise me, like a flavored vodka lemonade.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what is this? They think it's so complicated. I'm like, I'm not telling you. It's a surprise.
It's my specialty. How about somebody who has to tell you that they are or they used to bartend?
You better tip good
Yeah.
at that point. Like, honestly, I don't care, but like, you better prove it.
Well,
at
I'm
the
a
end.
bartender too.
Yeah.
Great.
And like, it doesn't matter if you're not going to prove at the end that you take care of other bartenders. It's the worst when they come in and they tip like 18%.
Yep.
Like,
Or even less.
yeah. Sometimes that happens.
For sure. You get like the $1 per drink person.
Oh my God. Yeah.
They order like this big fancy drink and
Yeah.
like, well, here's $1. It's only like 5%. Or
Yeah.
Whatever. You know, I guess if it's a $20 drink, 5%. The customer that says, I know the owner, it has to tell you.
So do I.
Yeah.
I say that every time.
Or you ever see like the like a big reel that's out right now is like, I know the owner, and like they grab the customer's hand and they take them around the
Yeah,
bar.
and they
This is
start
broken.
working.
Let the owner know.
Yeah. And I
We're
think
out of this right now.
if you feel the need to say that at the same time, I'm like, wouldn't you want to support your friend's business by paying for a drink?
Yep.
If you're saying that expecting free stuff, I think that's really rude. I mean, it's different when they come in with the owner or something, and then
For
they're
sure.
like, hey, hook this person up. But if you come in on your night off, aren't you there to support their business? Why are you expecting something for free?
Yep. Without a doubt. I think that like in any business, if like a friend starting out something, like your friend has a t-shirt business or something, like don't ask them for a free one so you can rep for them. Like,
Yeah.
buy it, and then when they get as big as Nike, then they can start hooking you up. But like in the
Exactly.
beginning of somebody's business, like somebody's trying to grow something, you shouldn't be looking at anything for free.
Yeah.
You should want to support them. It's a great point. And going into being a female bartender, right? You're an attractive lady, Angel Moon. Got the name of an angel. I'm sure guys treat you different than like the guy bartenders. You ever have like any creeps besides myself, like we said? But any creeps, like any stories of like guys that like have crossed the line that you've had to either get kicked out or tell off or whatever?
Definitely like had a couple people kicked out before. I think it's crazy. Like people don't know where the line is. And especially when you tell them and they just keep going.
Yeah.
And what I found interesting is not a thing of like being too drunk. There'll be someone who has one drink and then spends the next 5 hours trying to convince you to give them your number. And it's like someone's drunk doing that too, but everyone does it.
Yeah.
It's obnoxious.
When it's a sober guy, it's even kind of creepier.
Yeah, like it's really not clicking.
Yeah, the drunk guy might wake up and be like, damn, like,
That's
I made a fool of
embarrassing.
myself. The sober guy wakes up and is like, how can I get back in there?
I'll be there again tomorrow.
Awkward, yeah.
Yeah.
Any stories that, like, one that sticks out in your mind with that?
I did have a guy come behind the bar once to try and kiss me. And I was like, how did you think that was going to work?
Yeah.
Like, it's not going to work. And then this is the bar that I did not like working at. But
Okay.
I told the manager, and obviously they got kicked out. And then they came back in the next day, and I told this manager I wasn't comfortable serving them. And they were like, well, you know, he's a regular. It's just like, I was like, are you serious? Shortly after, I did quit.
Yeah, I could see why you didn't like working there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because two things that you just brought up, which are great points. Going behind the bar, don't ever do that.
No.
Like, you never go behind the bar. That's the bartenders, the employees, like, safe place.
Yeah.
There's money back there. There's liquor back there. There's just, it's not your place. If you ever go behind the bar, please expect to be thrown out, especially if I'm working.
Yeah.
And then a manager not having your back.
Huge.
You know, like, especially in a situation like that, you know, like a manager always has to have your back in front of the customer. Like, if they think you're wrong, take you in the back, talk to you about it then. But especially like that uncomfortable, a male making you feel uncomfortable, that manager has to have your back always. You know, if you're telling this customer's being rude, you're there, like, you guys are coworkers. They have to take your word, and
Yeah.
it's a place that you're working. You need to be comfortable more than the customer. You know, that one customer that's uncomfortable or like you're going to make uncomfortable by yelling at them, that doesn't matter. Get them gone. Like,
You guys will be all right if this guy doesn't come in and buy 3 Coronas.
right,
It's
and
okay.
flirt with me. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll get a better quality of people by moving them around. Do you have people trying to flirt with you for free drinks?
I've definitely had that before. Actually, recently, this guy was like flirting with me for hours and drinking a lot, and obviously wasn't going about it well because I felt no need to buy anything back. And then he got the bill and was like, oh, no buybacks after all that? After all what?
Yeah.
You pissing me off for the past 4 hours? Why would I? Why in the world?
After me having to hear you talk for the last 4 hours, I should
Yeah.
give you an extra charge, a therapist charge. Or something. Yeah. That is something like I do want to add in sometimes on the check when somebody just like lets off on you for an hour, all like
Yeah.
their personal shit. You got to sit there and listen.
Therapy
Like,
bill.
you don't get paid any extra for that. And they leave you like a basic tip. You're like,
Yeah.
fuck. How do you set a boundary?
I think like it's so funny because I've really struggled with that in the past. And as I've gotten older, I'm just extremely direct. No, I
Yeah.
don't want your number. I don't want to give you my number. And if I do, I will never respond or text you. So what's really the point? You
Yeah.
know? And sometimes if they get really annoying, persistent, I'll make something up. Oh, I have a crazy ex that you don't want to deal with, or I'm only into women, which is half true, but
Oh,
you know,
bi?
yeah.
Nice.
So like, if it's really getting to a point where I'm like, this person is so persistent and they're not stopping, I'll make something up. But I'm super direct and honest. And even like a week ago, I had a guy ask for my number and I was like, no, I just got out of a relationship and I don't want your number. And that was like the honest truth. And he was like, but I won't text you. And then one day when you're no, like there's always like more of a reason for them to keep asking. And it's insane.
Yeah. Yeah, take my answer. You asked a question, I gave you an answer.
Yeah.
Stop trying to ask the same question a different way. Like,
it's ridiculous.
what's one of the most inappropriate comments you've ever gotten from a customer? Because coworkers like myself don't count.
Yeah, I'd be here all day if I was talking about coworkers. It's probably that same guy that I had to listen to for 4 hours and he wanted a buyback and I didn't give it to him. Then when I left, he told the bar back that I was a whore for not giving him my number.
Oh.
Yeah, so then the next time he came in, I was like, I don't want to see it. Get him out. Kick him out immediately.
If I had anybody come and talk about one of my coworkers like that,
Yeah.
like one of the girls I work with, calling her a whore,
Yeah.
that would set me off.
Like,
I'd be like, you can get the fuck out of here. Don't ever
Goodbye.
talk about one of my coworkers like that.
Yeah.
Have you ever had anybody like tell you like something like really nasty to your face? Even if it's not mean, like.
Oh my God, I just remembered. So I was working at this bar and this guy came in and he was flirting with me all night. And then it just like, he was getting pretty hammered. It got to a point where it was just getting really weird. So I was just like standing away. But he was speaking really loudly so I could hear him. And he'd be like, I'm married to this girl. I'm going to leave with her tonight, all this stuff. And I was just like, oh my God, give me a break. And then I go over to him and we're talking about different bars we've been to. And he's telling me about he went out to Nutty Irishman last weekend. And I'm like, this guy's like old. And so I'm like, what were you doing at Nutty Irishman? He's like, yeah, I didn't even know the crowd over there was so young. And I was like, you didn't know when you saw the line wrapped around the block of 20-year-olds? I'm sure. And when he got in there, this girl came up to him and was flirting with him. And she was like, I've never seen an older guy in here. You're so cute. And I was like, yeah, likely story. And apparently she like started grabbing him. And he's like, yeah, and then I almost got arrested. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And I was like, for what? He was like, well, it was outside the bar. And I was like, for what? And he was like, I shouldn't say. And I was like, what was it? And he was like, when a young girl flirts with you, you have to take care of it. And I was like, where? And he's like, literally in that alley where you get to the parking lot.
Yeah.
Beside Nutty. He was just like jerking off in public.
He was?
Yeah.
With her there?
No.
Just thinking about the young girl.
Yeah. And then I was like, I don't really understand where that gets you with me, but okay.
Wait, and did he get caught?
Yeah. The cops came up and they were like, dude. And I guess they like let him off. He was like, I'm so sorry, it's just like
He didn't get off, so they let him off. What? That's crazy.
I know.
Ripping one down in public because of a young girl flirting?
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's wild.
And that's exactly what you tell the bartender you're trying to sleep with. That'll get you home with me for sure.
I was just jaying off in a back alley to a young girl and got caught by the cops.
You want to hook up?
Yeah. Can I get your number?
Definitely not.
Yeah, that's one of the top ones I've ever heard. Like that. That's insane. And then have you ever met somebody from bartending? Like, have you ever had, like, gotten a boyfriend or a significant other or of either?
A coworker.
You started dating a coworker once?
I've more than once.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that went well.
Really well.
Yeah. That's why you worked at so many places.
All right.
But hooking up with coworkers notoriously like a no-no, but
Yeah.
it happens
All the time.
all the time.
For sure.
Would you do it again?
Probably not. It would take a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I might maybe hook up with a coworker, but like it would take a lot.
Right.
Been down that road. It's messy. It's dramatic. It feels like a reality show. There's
Yeah.
too much that comes with it.
Wait until they're an ex-coworker. You don't have to
Yeah,
work together.
that's true.
Yeah.
You can go back as a
Right.
customer and be like, hey.
Let's retry that.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you got to work together, there's just too many complications.
Yeah.
People get, too much shit going on. And have you ever had like a coworker cross the line with you?
All
Like-
the time.
But where you're uncomfortable? Like-
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mostly when I was younger. I
Okay.
think. Because I think the lines get blurred as far as age goes in a restaurant. And like when I was younger, I think it's no excuse. But like a lot of the older guys at the bar I was working at would flirt with me and like do weird, uncomfortable, creepy things. And it's just like, it's crazy. Like they don't care.
Yeah. Do you think because you were younger, like you were saying now you kind of stick up for yourself more, you're more direct as you like aged in the industry. Do you think maybe when you were younger you didn't stick up for yourself so they kind of thought that it was okay?
Yeah.
Not that it's okay at all.
No, yeah.
But like it kind of, with you not saying anything like, hey, back up, buddy.
Yeah.
Like they kind of just kept it going too much.
I think so.
Yeah.
I used to be just like so reserved and not able to stick up for myself at all. And
Right.
like that would never happen today. Like you say one thing that'll make me uncomfortable or annoyed and I will tell you.
Yeah.
And I think you can kind of tell I give off that energy a little more because that doesn't even happen really much anymore. Like
Right.
people don't cross lines.
Yeah, you prevent it from happening.
Yeah.
I think that's like a great thing for girls in the industry, whether you've been in here a long time or whether you're just starting, like that you are allowed to be direct. You don't have to take somebody's shit like that.
Yeah.
Like you got to take a customer's shit to a certain degree, right? Like they're a customer, you want to make it good. If they're complaining, sometimes you got to put on the fake smile. But if you're being inappropriate, if you're crossing those lines,
Yeah.
put them in their place. Ladies, like don't feel bad, don't feel,
Yeah.
and if your manager doesn't have your back, it's not the place for you to work.
Yeah.
Like you said from the beginning, your rookie advice would be, if you're not happy there, don't just stay for too long. Look for another place.
Yeah.
And I think that, that goes with what you're saying. Be able to stick up for yourself, and if you don't have somebody that's going to have your back and help you feel comfortable with sticking up for yourself, go find another job somewhere else.
Yeah.
It's not the right place for you.
Definitely.
And some fun customer interactions, no boundaries, kind of just like wild shit that stands out, stories that pop up. Don't think too deep into it.
I honestly love when Sal comes in.
Oh, yeah.
The
He's
fact
an
that he's like,
animal.
let's shotgun every 5 minutes. Like, I love when he's there. He's the life of the party.
He is.
They're all really fun to be around.
Yep. Yeah, he's like a wrecking ball. Right? I don't want to say that he's shaped like a wrecking ball. He might be a little bit, but he is just like, he's just plowing through everything. He gets,
Yeah.
he's shotgunning.
The wheel on
yeah.
Saturdays.
Maybe we should shotgun for him.
We should.
Yeah? Sal, you ugly fucking bowling ball, we love you. Cheers, shotgun for Sal.
Ooh, there's a little left.
Yep. We both had a little bit. He'd be disappointed with that. And he would have
would be.
finished it 3 times quicker than both of us.
And he would have taken it and been like, look how much is left.
Yep. Bastard. All right, so going back in like fun customer interactions, like what are some other fun stories that just pop into your head of like throughout your whole career? It could be mean, it could be fights, it could be happy, it could be party. Like when we worked the Knicks playoff game,
That was so much fun.
it was one of
Electric.
the most fun nights of my life. Everybody standing on something,
Yeah.
like just like, especially me.
Yeah.
But like everybody, it was just insane.
That was on Long Island Wise Guy, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah,
That
that
was a great night.
any other nights like that that stand out to you throughout your whole career? Just like fun.
I would say that this probably isn't my like night anymore, but when I was working at college bars pouring shots into people's mouths, that was so much fun.
Yeah.
Even when it was like blue curacao and they didn't know. Idiots. But
They loved it.
this time of my life, like
Yeah.
walking up on the bar and just like a DJ and getting drunk and having fun. I literally like not my life anymore, but such a good time.
It's still my life in the summer.
I know.
Yeah. I love that shit. But any like specific stories, like or like a specific night, like this one night, just maybe it was a 4th of July that you bartended. Those are usually pretty crazy on Long Island, or I don't know,
I can't even think of a specific story.
Thanksgiving
It's just, like,
Eve. That like went
I worked
south.
a lot of like slow Thanksgiving Eves.
Really?
Believe it or not. Yeah. Halloween's always fun every year, like dressing up with coworkers
Yeah.
and being behind the bar and then going out afterwards.
You guys do like group costumes?
Yeah.
What's
Done that
give
before.
us some group costumes that you've done?
Teachers.
Everybody dresses as a different teacher and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what else.
I'm sure the guy that was jaying off in the back alley would have rather you dressed like a student.
Oh God. I can't even think right now. What do
Or
we-
if you were to give out the award for the wildest regular, I mean, I feel like we probably just shouted him out anyway. But is there another one that stands out in your mind,
Yeah, it's him.
Sal?
And the guy, the Nutty Irishman.
Yeah.
Lot guy.
That's a different kind of.
Sal, does Sal even count? I've known him since college. It's like,
But how long ago was college? 2 years ago?
that's true, like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, it's not that long.
Yesterday.
No, Mike, a whole.
Feels like a lifetime ago, but
Or like, what's the biggest bar fight you've ever witnessed? I feel like nowadays you don't even get good bar fights anymore.
Yeah,
it's like
it's
a lot of
boring.
pushing and like yelling. Maybe at the college bar, you ever see like a good brawl?
I was gonna say I wasn't there for this, but at the last bar I worked at, someone jumped over the bar counter at the bartender and was like, literally, we were sent the footage in the group chat, and I was like, that's just outrageous. Over literally nothing. Like over arguing with another customer, and then the bartender was trying to calm it down, and then he jumped over at her. I was like, why?
He jumped over it was a girl bartender?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, that's outrageous.
Yeah.
Thank God I wasn't there. I would have hit him.
And a little
100%.
scary to be the girl.
Yeah. I
Like
think
you got
so.
guys jumping over the bar to come
Yeah.
at you. That's aggressive.
Or, just thought of it. At one of the bars I worked at, this guy was like being really impatient and aggressive and trying to get the bartender to serve him. And then he was telling her like she sucks and all this stuff. And I don't know how it escalated because I was just hosting, but eventually he jumped over the bar and then grabbed a bottle and threw it at her. Yeah. And then our owner jumped on him and started beating the shit out of him. And the
Good.
cop showed up, and it was just like outrageous. It was like really scary. Like there was bottles being thrown left and right. Other people were jumping in, like, and I was like 17. I was
Yeah.
like, what is going on?
Even as a grown man, that sounds scary. Like
Yeah.
because at that kind of point, anything could happen.
Yeah.
And like you
It's
don't
true.
know who's friends with who. So like people feel tough in a bar. Like, yeah, I'll go break that up. This guy could have like 6 other friends that you don't even know are with him that come and just attack you from the back. Like you never like.
Yeah, that's
It's a
so
scary
true.
situation. Like when drinks get involved and some guy could have a knife on him.
I
Like
was just gonna say, you don't know what people have in their pockets.
yeah.
No idea.
You've been in here a long time. You've seen a lot of first dates. Like
No.
you don't know.
When you sent over the questions, I saw that, and I
Yeah.
was genuinely trying so hard to think of a date. I cannot. I really can't.
Or like a date gone wrong. Like you ever see couples fighting, even if it's not a first date?
I've definitely been in the situation, maybe not bartending as much, but serving, where
Right, yeah,
like
yeah.
customers will start arguing over you. like a lot. Like, oh, are you looking at the waitress some type of way? Like I've heard
Ooh.
that happen a couple
Yeah,
times.
guys don't have that problem,
Yeah.
you know.
I had someone leave a review at one place because of it. Waitress was flirting with my boyfriend the entire time. No, I wasn't. And then I have, like, recently I had a woman be like, oh, they were paying the bill, and on her credit card, you know how people like put those like decals on their credit cards now? They'll like put stickers over them, so it's like a picture, whatever.
On the credit card?
Mm-hmm. You never seen that?
I don't know. Maybe just don't know what you're talking about. Maybe I've seen it. I don't
Maybe you're
know.
just old.
Yeah, it's true. I am. But I still take credit cards every weekend. I don't know.
But the picture was like her and her husband. She goes, look, that's us together. And I was like, oh, that's cute. And she was like, you better not be saying he's cute. And I was like, I didn't. Like, what are you talking? And I really wanted to be like, neither of you are cute.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm just not going to say anything else. I think that's for the best.
Lady, I'm bi. I was talking about you. You know, like,
Literally.
no, that's so crazy to me. Like the insecurities. Like you feel bad for that guy. What
Yeah.
he's got to deal with on it every day.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I've heard of those stories happen. I don't have it happen. Even like sometimes I do. I flirt with guys' wives, you know, while they're there with them. But I'll do
Yeah.
it fun and friendly. Like I've never had a guy like get upset with me over that kind of stuff. So I
Yeah.
feel like, but I hear it a lot on the girls' end, especially
Yeah.
with an attractive girl. I think girls with insecurities really probably shouldn't go out to eat with their husbands. You know,
Yeah.
like.
Or if it's busy enough and they're drunk enough, they will say it to your face. Like, I've had girls be like, are you flirting with my boyfriend? And I'm like, no,
Yeah.
next. Not dealing with this.
All right, I'm going to give you some things, and you tell me if you were the manager or if you were the owner, would that person be fired or hired?
Okay.
All right. Someone who shows up 20 minutes late but works harder than everyone else.
I'm tired.
Hired.
Mm-hmm.
Someone who makes amazing drinks but is rude.
I'm fired.
Fired.
Mm-hmm.
Personality is a lot.
Yeah.
An average bartender, but everyone loves them.
Hired.
Yeah, because like we said, personality is a lot. Someone who drinks during shift.
Depends. Hired.
Hired.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Because I drink during shift.
Yeah.
Out of the Hennessy bottle.
In the mezcal
Drink
bottle.
heavily. Yeah, well, we like over there we don't have mezcal.
Oh.
So I'm strictly Hennessy, but I do love my mezcal
Yeah.
at McGrath's. Somebody who calls out constantly but crushes it when they're there.
Fired.
Yeah, you need somebody
Not
who's
even
there.
worth it. Yeah.
Somebody who flirts with customers for their tips.
Hired.
Big
You have
time.
to.
Yeah, for sure. And somebody who has a great personality behind the bar but is a slow bartender.
Fired. I would take like the average
Yeah,
bartender, like you said, but slow, just no.
affecting business.
Yeah.
Throughout all of your bartending places, which kind of bartender do you think makes the most money?
I feel like you would expect the answer to be high end because like high checks, high money, but I feel like you can make so much more of a place when it is something like McGrath's because you can have more conversation. I've had people throw more money at me at McGrath's than anywhere else because you create like a relationship and then
Yep.
it's like, here's another 20, here's another 20. Where I feel like in a higher end place, you don't have that chance to make that relationship, and people typically aren't going to be regulars at an expensive place. So they're going to tip 20%, move on, go somewhere else next time. They might be back for like a special occasion, but they're not
Right.
going to be there all the time for you to develop a situation where they're going to be tipping $100 or something crazy like that.
Yeah. Yeah, and I feel like you have like more volume in the lower end places,
Yeah.
but more time to deal with those people. Like the things that people are asking for like are simpler drinks. So you can make them quicker and
Yeah.
have more of that conversation like you're saying with people. Do you think people tip differently in those kind of places, or is it like a standard percentage of the bill?
I feel like with high-end places, it's typically 20%. Then like those corporate places, you're getting less usually.
Yeah.
And then with, like more casual places, like I said, I think it's usually better. The more you have a chance to talk to someone and kind of like flirt with them or make them feel good about themselves, the more money they're going to be willing to spend. And those are the types of places where you have the most time to do that.
Yeah. I'm with you. Angel Moon, great answers. Would you rather cash or credit card tips?
Definitely cash, of course. Emigrass, it doesn't matter though. Some places it doesn't matter where, like, even at Texas Roadhouse, I would go home with cash.
Yeah.
It just depends on the type of place. Like, if it's a place where you don't go home with your cash at the end of the night, typically you want the cash.
Yeah. Yeah, then it's not getting taxed.
Yeah.
Hopefully aren't they supposed to be taking away
Allegedly.
tax on tips? Yeah. I keep hearing
I'll
about
believe
that,
it
but
when
I don't see it. Yeah. And what year did you like start in the industry? Like how long have you been? How many years?
2019, 2018.
So good, like 7-8 years.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think tipping culture has changed since you started?
It's so different because now I feel like people either feel really strongly about it one way or another. So they either think like, they either feel really bad and they're like, here's a lot of money, or they're like, this is ridiculous. Like, here's, 10%.
Right.
So it's like, it's so like one way or the other these days, I feel like.
So you don't do you think that it's better now or worse compared?
I don't think it's better. I think the good people make up for the bad people. I think before it used to be like pretty average, like everyone's kind of tipping 20%. But now since it's become a thing on like social media and tipping culture is so different, I feel like there are people who will stick out a lot of money and then the opposite. But the people that really like tip well are making up for those people that aren't.
Yeah. Yeah, I completely agree. Like you have to have that balance in there where like some people are going to tip you 30% and some people will tip you 10% and like as long as you're doing good, you'll hopefully average out and like make it worth it.
Yeah.
Since you started, what's the biggest change you've seen in the industry?
People are just so much less social. I think that's a COVID issue though. Even like sometimes you'll go up to someone to talk to them as a bartender and they like don't want to talk to you. And I'm like, why'd you come out?
Yeah.
They'll look at you weird like when you're trying to make conversation, and it's just like, you could have bought a case of Coronas and stayed home. Why'd you come out to get served?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. And even like watching other people interact with other customers, it's like people are so antisocial. It's so boring.
Sometimes like on bingo nights, like there'll be like a loner at the bar, guy completely by himself. I'll go to give him a bingo card and he's just like, no. Like, you came to the bar while we're hosting bingo to sit on your phone.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're just there to look at you. I don't know, but not to play bingo when like everybody else is playing. It's like weird. I don't know. Like that's like the social part. Like that's the fun part. Tip wise, we've talked about tips a bunch. Throughout your career, what is the best tip you've ever gotten?
$300.
$300. Do you remember how much of it, like on what tab that was on?
The bill was pretty low. We did do like a decent amount of buybacks for them, but it was like less than 200.
Oh, so they like were hooking you up for real. Even if you charged them full price, that would have been a great tip.
Really rich guy.
Really rich guy with a really big crush. With a moon-sized crush. Let's do some rapid fire questions. All you got to do is pick one or the other. If you don't want to pick one, you have to take a sip of your drink.
Okay. Let me
prepare. You can take it however you want to. Work at or hang out at. Dive bar or cocktail bar?
work, dive bar, go to a cocktail bar.
Pub or nightclub?
Pub.
Beer or cocktail?
Cocktail.
For you to drink?
Yeah.
What about for you to serve?
Cocktail.
Same. Regulars or tourists? Or new customers?
Regulars.
You'd rather regulars? Mm-hmm. See, I hate regulars.
Really?
I love them for when I'm doing bingo and stuff, but when I'm bartending, I feel like they expect the most. They're the ones that are always yelling your name.
I feel the opposite. I feel like they're low maintenance, and if you know me, you know I'm not trying to be, like I said, with the resting bitch face, I'm not trying to be rude. They already get my vibe.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that.
Good point. High volume or high end?
High volume.
Yeah, we kind of already answered that. Mm-hmm. Shots or cocktails?
Cocktails.
A crazy crowd or a more low-key, relaxed crowd?
It depends on what I'm feeling like, but
Yeah.
probably crazy.
Bartending or serving?
Bartending.
Yeah, we said that kind of.
Yeah.
Martini or margarita?
I'd rather make a martini. I'd rather drink a margarita.
Okay. Mm-hmm. See, I feel like the opposite. Because I feel like people could be so picky about their martinis.
Yeah.
In and out.
That's kind of why I like making them, because if you make a good one, it feels like more of an honor.
That's true. That's a fact. Yeah. Yeah, especially they order a second one. You're like,
yeah.
I know I just crushed that. Whiskey or tequila?
Tequila.
A simple drink or a complicated drink?
Complicated.
Yeah, because you're saying I
like to make drinks.
So these are good questions because I disagree with a bunch of them.
Yeah.
I'd rather the simple drink. In and out quick. Neighborhood bar or a destination bar?
I like going to destination bars more, but
Okay.
to work at something more casual, neighborhood, local.
Yeah, like you said, you like your regulars.
Yeah.
Making drinks or talking to customers?
Making drinks. I love being on service bar.
Yeah.
Especially in a busy place where it's just all night, go, go, go. I love that.
Head in the ice.
Yeah.
Rip and go. Mm-hmm. Speed or presentation?
Oof. Depends on the type of place. I'm going to stick with speed.
Okay.
I'd rather my drink quick than wait 30 minutes.
Yeah. Except for I would hate to have to do it, but I enjoy when they smoke my drink.
Yeah.
When they do that little smoke thing.
It is
and
annoying to do.
Yeah, I've never done it,
Yeah.
but I know I would hate to have to do it, but I enjoy getting drinks like that.
Yeah. No, I've worked at a place where we had to, all the drinks were super fancy like that, but I will say for a lot of the bartenders, that was a long process, and not everyone can do that very quickly. Make a drink look nice and be good at it and
Yeah.
make it quickly. It's a hard thing to accomplish. And as someone who's been on the serving end of it, waiting that long and having to tell customers, sorry, our bartender's 10 tickets deep because they can't make these fancy drinks on our menu quick enough.
Right.
I'd rather it just come out quicker.
Yeah.
But I guess it's hard because as a consumer, I love to post drinks and have a cute Instagram story. So the presentation would be nice, but just it's not always realistic.
Yeah. Yeah, it depends where you're at.
Yeah.
And if you're at a bar, if you own a bar that you're expecting, you have all these high-end drinks and you have this presentation, all these extra garnishes and all that stuff, you have to put an extra bartender on. You have to accommodate that. You have to make sure to be ready for that. Mm-hmm. And kind of wrapping up questions a little bit, through all the bars that you've worked at, which bar do you think taught you the most?
I think probably Chili's, and then also the Villager kind of added to what I already knew, because Chili's, I learned pretty much everything on a base level of knowledge of what I needed to know, because I didn't really know anything walking in. And I left with your basic knowledge of how to make those drinks that you make everywhere. And how to just be a bartender in general, how to talk to people, how to make regulars. And then Villager was a little more complicated, so I feel like it made me just so much better than I already was.
Which one was the most fun to work at?
Probably my first job at JJ Cooper's. Weird because like I wasn't a bartender there, but the staff we had at that time was just, it's like hard to beat.
Yeah.
Couple of OGs, you know, when everyone leaves and it's like over and it's not fun anymore. But like we had the same staff for like 3 years and it was a good time.
Yeah. That's like a family, like almost
Yeah.
like a fraternity, a sorority kind of like
Literally.
mashup. Which one do you think made you the bartender that you are today?
Probably also Chili's. Like I was by myself behind that bar with no bar back for like 3 years. Like I had to really lock in and do everything that I could. And now it's nice to like have someone bar backing. It's like something I haven't really had before, but yeah, I really had to do my best there. And I trained people there. I was the bartender trainer. So I had to also extend that knowledge to other people.
Yeah, so learning it and teaching it helps you.
Yeah.
And finish this sentence for me. You know you've been bartending too long when...
When you're complaining about everything.
Yeah.
People who complain about like the most basic cocktails, they complain about the shift, they're complaining after the shift.
Yep. Why do we have to be here so early?
Yeah. Why do I have to be here so late?
Yeah. Any little thing.
This person just asked me for a fucking vodka soda. I'm like, dude.
This table just asked me for 2 waters. Are they kidding me?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Getting annoyed over water tells
Yeah.
you that you've been doing it a long time.
And then like when I asked you to be on this show, some stories popped out in your head, or even just one story that you're like, I got to talk about this. I got to tell this. Something relatable, funny, crazy.
Yeah, I mean, like to go off of just staff making a place the best. Like I've been on work trips with people that I've bartended with or worked with, and it's just like so much fun to get close to the people you work with, I think, and that's what makes a place fun to work at. Like you could put me in a high-end place or a dive bar. If I have a good staff and there's good management, it's like hard to beat.
Yep. Yeah, staff parties.
Yeah, oh my God.
Insane. Holiday
beat.
parties and stuff like that. Everybody always like shows their real self.
Yeah. They're always right around my birthday too. So
Perfect.
I take it a little too far every time.
The chefs always take it too far too.
Oh my God. Yeah.
You always see chefs drink, at work, but then like at the holiday parties,
Yeah.
it's just that next level. And then you said staff trips. What's like the best staff trip you've ever done?
Oh my God. Me and a bunch of people from one bar went to Rincon and we got a huge house. And it was just, I think it was only 4 nights, but the amount of stuff that happened in those days was absurd. Like I woke up in the middle of the night and there was these 2 people from our staff arguing downstairs, and then one girl that was friends with one of our servers smashed a beer bottle on one of our employees' heads because he was cheating on his girlfriend and she was cheating on her boyfriend and they're both back home. Like it was just a movie, and I was like, what is going on? We're watching from the staircase and everyone was just arguing every single day. It was ridiculous.
It's like a full season of Jersey Shore
It
in
felt like
4 days.
Literally.
Oh, that's great. Any other stories you got for us, or is that
I think I'm spent on stories.
That's it. Yeah, you've given us a lot of good insight, a lot of great stories. You've been an amazing guest.
Thank you.
You really are. You're a lot of fun. I love working with you. We're going to do bingo tonight every Wednesday at McGrath's. Come and hang out with us. It's a lot of fun. Thank you guys for tuning in to this week's episode of Bartender Bangers. Shout out to myself for giving us an awesome place to film. Bigger shout out to Miss Angel Moon, though. She's an awesome guest. She's been a lot of fun. Thank you so much for being here. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, subscribe on YouTube. If you're a bartender that wants to get on this show, shoot us a DM. We'd love to hear your war stories. Make sure to keep your weekends banging and not boring. And I'll catch you guys on the next episode. Peace.